Namaste students and Jai Hind. Welcome back in chapter 11 Force and Pressure part 2. Force may be divided into two types: contact forces, non-contact forces. Contact forces are forces which act only when objects are in physical contact with each other and bring about changes. And these are of two types: muscular force, frictional force. Contact force, as its name suggests, when two objects will be in contact, only in that case the force will act, the change will come. For example, we can consider like if you are pulling a coiled spring, an effort is applied by us on the spring. Our hand and the spring, both the objects are in contact. So the result is that the spring gets stretched. This is an example of contact force. Which contact force? Muscular force, because we are applying our force of muscles, hand muscles, in pulling the spring. Second example we can take of a animal cart, in which animals also make use of muscular force to carry out their physical activities and other tasks. Animals like horses, donkeys, bullocks, elephants and camels, they are used to perform these tasks such as carrying heavy loads, plowing fields, pulling carts, etc. So they also use their muscular force to perform all these tasks. Second contact force is frictional force. So you can see here there are two examples. The first one is a ball. When a ball rolling along the ground gradually slows down and finally comes to rest. Do you see any force there? We find no visible force appears to be acting on the ball, still its speed decreases and finally it comes to rest after some time. So why does this happen? What causes a change in the state of motion of the ball? Is any force acting on the ball to slow down and stop it? In which direction is this force must be acting? So this is nothing, this is the force of friction. And the force of friction, it is always present between the surface of the ball and the ground, that opposes the motion of the ball and brings the moving ball to rest. And in second example you can see, when we stop paddling a bicycle, it slows down and finally comes to a stop. So the force that act along two surfaces in contact, which opposes the motion of one body over the other. So frictional force always opposes motion and it tries to stop the movement of one surface over another. So first was contact forces, and we did muscular force and frictional force. These are contact forces. Now come to non-contact forces. As its name suggests, beta, non-contact force means when there is no need of two objects to be in contact. And such types of forces are magnetic force, electrostatic force and gravitational force. Here we will understand each type of force with the help of these examples. The first one is of magnetic force. Can you see a magnet? This is a bar magnet, and when we move it near to any iron object, it will attract that object. And when it is attracting an object which is not close to it, so such type of force is magnetic force, and that magnetic force, from where it is coming? It is coming from the magnet. And you can see that the magnetic waves, the magnetic field is around the magnet, which is visible here from North Pole to South Pole. Can you see that? Yes, a magnet exerts a force or a pull, you can say, on iron objects even when they are not in contact. So the magnetic force is an example of a non-contact force. Now in second picture you can see that there is one comb and few bits of paper. So if we bring a plastic comb close to a heap of small pieces of paper, nothing extraordinary happens. But if we rub a plastic comb several times in dry hair and bring it near small pieces of paper, they are attracted by the comb. And this is because on rubbing the comb gets charged. Since the charge is produced at the site of rubbing and remains there without any movement, and this charge is called electrostatic charge, and the force that is exerted by a charged body, which is comb here, on another charged or uncharged body, that is a bits of paper here, is known as electrostatic force. So we have seen small pieces of paper were attracted by the charged comb, and it shows that electrostatic force comes into play even when the bodies are not in contact. So the electrostatic force, therefore, it is another example of non-contact force. The third non-contact force is gravitational force. Every object in this universe attracts every other object with a certain force, and the force with which two objects attract each other is called a force of gravitation. The force of gravitation acts even if the two objects are not connected by any means. And gravitational force exists everywhere in the universe. For example, the force between our pen and the book, between a book and a table, between us and the tree, etc., is gravitational force. If, however, the objects are small, the force of gravitation between them is also small and cannot be detected easily. For example, it is visible in the picture also, the third picture, in which you can see that the apples are falling down towards the person, towards this man who is sitting under it. So since the apple starts moving downwards, a force must be acting on it. So this force is due to the attraction between the earth and the object, and it is called the force of gravity. In other words, I can explain it like that: objects or things fall towards the earth because the earth attracts them, earth pulls them. So this force exerted by the earth on any falling object is called the force of gravitation, or just gravity. Now recap of today's class. We have done types of forces: contact forces, that is muscular force and frictional force. Second type of force is non-contact forces, and in that we have done magnetic force, electrostatic force and gravitational force. So students, thank you for today's class. Bye bye.